Samuel sits on the hillside, watching the village sheep, his youthful energy stifled by boredom. His gaze drifts longingly toward the distant village, his heart yearning for something more. Samuel, seized by inspiration, shapes his hands into a makeshift megaphone. "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is attacking the sheep!" Samuel shouts, his voice piercing the tranquil valley. As his false cry echoes, Samuel grins, picturing the villagers' frantic reaction. The village awakens to alarm as townsfolk, including the baker, the blacksmith, and a farmer, grab what they can and sprint towards the fields. Their faces are set with worry and resolve, a united front against an unseen threat to their livestock. The villagers arrive at the pasture, breathless and weary. Samuel bursts into laughter, the sound echoing across the field. "There's no wolf. I was just joking." The villagers exchange furious glances. They silently return to their duties. Samuel, clearly bored, stands in the pasture, preparing to repeat his familiar trick. His voice echoes across the open field, feigning desperate urgency as he cries, "Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers stand, their faces betraying deep skepticism as they exchange apprehensive glances. Memories of past deceptions haunt them, deepening their reluctance. A collective sigh rises, a blend of annoyance and fear coloring their resolve as they reluctantly begin to investigate. The villagers trudge wearily onto the pasture, their faces reflecting hardship. Samuel stands amidst them, bent over with laughter. "You fell for it again." Baker confronts Samuel, his voice filled with exasperation. "Don't cry wolf when there is no wolf, Samuel." A real wolf emerges from the nearby woods, its eyes locked onto the flock of sheep. Samuel shouts desperately, "Wolf! Wolf! Please help! It's really a wolf this time." The villagers hear Samuel's distant cries, their faces betraying a mixture of annoyance and indifference. The blacksmith dismisses the cries. "Hez just trying to trick us again." The villagers ignore Samuel's cries, turning away. The tranquil pasture erupts into chaos as a wolf descends upon the unsuspecting sheep, scattering them in terror. Amidst the turmoil, Samuel stands his ground, a small figure of defiance against the savage onslaught. His frail form belies his courage as he fights to protect the flock, his cries swallowed by the bleating of frightened sheep. The tranquil village pasture is now a scene of carnage after a brutal wolf attack. Amidst the devastation, Samuel stands, his face stained with tears and dirt, a grim testament to the tragedy. The weight of responsibility crushes Samuel as the consequences of his actions become starkly apparent. The villagers arrive, their faces etched with shock as they take in the devastation. Remorse hangs heavy in the air, a weight of regret for dismissing Samuel's warnings. Samuel sits alone, his face etched with the weight of unspoken guilt and regret. Haunted by the echoes of his past, Samuel is immersed in the tormenting consequences of his lies. In the village pasture, Samuel watches over the remaining sheep, his demeanor now serious. He understands the weight of responsibility and the virtue of honesty. Samuel approaches the villagers, regret etched deeply on his face. He speaks with remorse. "I understand that my lies caused this." With solemn conviction, he vows, "I promise to always tell the truth from now on." Years later, Samuel, now a respected figure in the village, watches the sheep. The tranquil village thrives on trust and truth.